Hey, Kenny here, and happy Father's Day, and also happy National or Happy World Motorcycle Day. It's early in the morning. I'm going out to get. I'm going to do a pancake run for the family. We have a joke in the house that this is the thing I do for the family. I'll get on my bike and I'll get, oh man, those Italian biscuits, the long sticks. We get them from the next town over, out in Erin. Yeah, I do a lot of these runs, mostly as an excuse to get on the bike, but hey, it's for the family. So, that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to first go to get myself an espresso. But I want to talk about what I did yesterday, which is go out to the Canadian Vintage Motorcycle Group Rally in Burford, Ontario. And I rode out there with a neighbor of mine and had a great time. And for those of you who don't know what this is, the Canadian Vintage Motorcycle Group, they've been around since... oh geez, a long time. Their first one was like over 50 years ago in Welland, Ontario. They've been in Paris for the last like 20, 30 years. I want to say closer to 30. And this is my second year going. Yesterday was my second year going. So I went to the last one in Paris and this one in Burford. So a neighbor of mine rides a Harley-Davidson, oh geez, man, I can't remember what his bike is. It's the wow, it's still early and I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm ranting here a bit. It's a Harley-Davidson, it's the one with the Porsche engine. And it's a loud bike. But we rode down there, had a good time. And a lot of it was just socializing and hanging out, but I had a great time, and I kind of want to talk about it because I think if you're a big fan of like classic motorcycles, old stuff, vintage things, and a lot of vintage motorcycles, it's worth checking out. I usually go and I get the swag. I check out some bikes. I hang out and talk with some people who have stories to tell you, things to tell you about their bikes. And if you are in the mood to buy like a vintage motorcycle, I saw a Royal Enfield Bullet 500 for $4,900. There was a, I don't know, maybe like a late, around 2015, 2010, Triumph Scrambler, closer to $6,000. And these are all bikes for sale. And I'll even post some photos here. There's a photo here of a guy who just has bikes on bikes. It looked like one of those old school, I don't know, butchers. You go in, you see all the prices on everything and what he's got for sale. Pretty cool. And yeah, it's just a great place to go, talk about bikes. We got in there around 9 o'clock in the morning, and we were one of the first bunch of bikes. But you show up and you go right to the front. They'll wave you, and there is a motorcycle parking spot. So you feel like such a badass because you're just VIPing there, getting into their prime parking spots. We got to have a little bit of coffee, walked around, checked out some of the bikes. A lot of campers, and you can even register to camp there for the weekend, which I can see being a lot of fun. If you know people and you just want to be around that vibe, there was a range of people with just motorcycles and tents, to people with full-blown trailers. They're toy haulers because they brought like 7, 8 of their bikes down to the show to hang out and chill and possibly sell. If you are chasing like old parts for your bike, sometimes you can ask around. It's a great way to find out who's got what. There are a couple of old guys, and really is like, I've been to a lot of vintage camera swaps. It's just old guys selling stuff to each other and hanging out. which is great. It's not a party vibe, you know, not Port Dover, but for a lot of enthusiasts that ride their bikes, know their things, know their way around a bike, and are there purely out of interest. And it's not like a dealer show type thing. It's really a community-driven event, these rallies. So I plan on going some more of these. This is my first one that I've ridden to. And I live in Guelph. We rode to Burford. We skirted around we skirted around Cambridge for a bit. And so we mostly did the country ride. About an hour, a little bit over an hour to get there, and a little bit over an hour to get back. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend it if you are in the city. It's still a doable drive. What I would say is that the one in Burford currently is much nicer. I think Paris Rally, when I went there, it was a little bit dusty. Totally family friendly if you want to bring small kids. They've got like trials bikes doing a lot of demos. I remember last year my son got to rev one of the bikes and he loved it. And lots of space to just even camp out. You could pitch a tent on the grass and have lunch there if you wanted to. While, you know, it is always on Father's Day weekend, so you could ditch your family in a field and go off and talk and roam amongst vintage motorcycles. I got my two-stroke theme. Two-stroke is the theme of the day, of the year at the CVMG. Got myself a two-stroke shirt. Last year I got myself a Italian motorcycle shirt because last year's theme was Italian motorcycles, and man, that shirt had so much of that plastic at the front, the rubber or the design, that it just heated up so badly when it was summertime. So I got reserved to like a spring and winter shirt, and someone else actually made that comment about last year's shirts being a little bit too hot because of the over usage of I don't know what the sticker, the rubber that goes, the design. So yeah, I didn't take a whole lot of pictures. I didn't take a whole lot of videos, although I was packed to do all those things. And it is what it is. You know, first and foremost, it's always going to be fun for me, and I certainly had a blast there. So yeah, if you are ever interested in going to something like that and you want to check out vintage motorcycles, I do believe it's the largest of its kind, like as a gathering. And it's you know, it's real people doing real motorcycle things, which I really appreciate. Nobody's trying to sell you anything. I did almost buy a Joe Rocket touring jacket and use one, but the structure around the back pad had fallen out, so there was nothing holding the back pads. So I kind of didn't go with that. But like, if you ever want to like old headlights, I'm sure you can find lots of photos around the internet and online on these events and what they have there. But overall, great experience. I don't think I would recommend anyone spending a whole day there. There isn't a whole lot going on once you've kind of cruised all the vendor aisles. And I do think people that come and camp anyone can pitch up. You know, throw out a rug and then put their stuff up for sale in a swap. So it's a really big swap meet if you think about it that way. As far as all things vintage motorcycle related. So yeah, today order of the day for Father's Day, getting the kids some pancakes, for some espresso. Then I think I might find some ribs. It might be a barbecue day. So happy Father's Day, and ride safe. I'll talk to you later. Cheers. Enjoy the weather. It's finally gotten a little nicer. If this light will ever change. What is going on? Oh, Jesus. Right turn it is. Well, we're riding through Guelph early in the morning on a Sunday. get me some espresso. So funny that dogs go crazy over motorcycles, but I've ridden by some cats in this neighborhood. Like cats, obviously not anywhere near the bike, crossing the road, or they're on sidewalks, and cats just don't seem to mind motorcycles. Doesn't bother them one bit. So maybe I am a cat person, not a dog guy. I guess I should message the wife and let her know what's up. My plans for Father's Day might not be theirs, but they are going to get Pancake, so they can't complain. And I get a ride. My engine light is on again, apparently. So yeah, intermittently, my engine will throw a light, which I'm fairly confident it'll go away, but that's the reality, I think, of living with this motorcycle. I don't know. It's just the lights like to come on and then it goes away. It is what it is, and I guess I'll live with it unless it's going to be a more serious issue. I don't know. Oh, geez, that's a tight spot. That's okay. Back it in. Hot cakes? Thanks, man. Oh, okay. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Okay, sure enough. I don't know if you can tell, the engine light is gone. It's a regular thing on the Bullet 350. Whatever, I can live with that.